why does my face look like that?
I think
when I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I've taken 25 selfies in the last 10 minutes.
26.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
And welcome back to Sports Night in Auburn.
Spring break is over, and Auburn Athletics definitely didn't take a vacation.
While we were gone, our Tigers were stacking wins, making history, and building momentum across the board.
From postseason basketball to big-time performances on the diamond, the track, and the course, it's been a huge week for the Orange and Blue.
And don't worry, we've got everything you need to know right here. Welcome back to Sports Night in Auburn. I'm Lydia Wellborn.
And I'm Logan Carr. Let's get right into it.
Auburn men's basketball was at home with a strong senior night performance just before spring break, taking down LSU 88-74 inside Neville Arena.
Todd Pettiford led the way with 27 points, showcasing everything from deep threes to a highlight reel dunk as the Tigers pulled away in the second half.
Auburn held a 7-point lead at the break, but it was Pettiford's 17 second half points that really created separation.
Kevin Overton added 21 points, including a stretch of 14 straight for Auburn, while Keyshawn Hall chipped in 17 of his own.
The Tigers were also active defensively, forcing 13 steals and turning LSU mistakes into easy offense.
Auburn would lead by as many as 17 late, giving seniors a moment on the floor and sending Neville Arena out on a high note.
Vivian Kennel was courtside and has the full breakdown.
Tonight, the Auburn Tigers enter their final regular season matchup at home against LSU. After a difficult February, Auburn needs a win to keep their postseason chances alive. Despite the late 9 p.m. tip-off, a strong crowd remained at Neville Arena as the Tigers closed out senior night with an 88-74 win over LSU.
Finally, good to have it up going into, SEC tournament and hopefully March Madness. So just try to get that momentum that we need to go in there and just show the world what we can do.
Todd Pettiford led the effort with 27 points, 4 steals, and 6 assists in one of his most productive performances this season. The first half remained competitive with 14 lead changes. Turnovers gave Auburn the edge, sending them into halftime up 41-34. After halftime, Pettiford quickly expanded the margin. 2 3-pointers in under a minute before a driving dunk extended Auburn's control. Kevin Overton followed with a stretch of his own, 14 consecutive points, connecting 3 of those shots from beyond the arc.
We were disruptive. We turned them over. We went back to some things that we were doing earlier this year. And I thought that was effective, and we were very in control offensively tonight.
Auburn shot 54% from the field and forced 16 LSU turnovers, maintaining separation through the final minutes. A strong finish tonight sets the stage for Auburn's final regular season game and NCAA tournament push. Auburn defeats LSU 88-74, concluding their senior night, and now turn to their regular season finale against number 16 Alabama this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. For Eagle Eye TV, I'm Vivian Kennel.
Auburn closed out the regular season in an on-the-road Iron Bowl, falling to, at the time, number 16 Alabama 96-84 in Tuscaloosa.
The Tigers got off to a slow start and trailed throughout, struggling with turnovers and second-chance opportunities early.
Overton led all scorers with 24 points, including 22 in the second half, as Auburn tried to battle back.
Pettiford added his own 19 points, while Keyshawn Hall and Elijah Freeman also finished in double figures.
Despite holding Alabama below its average from 3, the Crimson Tide controlled the glass and dominated in the paint.
Auburn would cut into the deficit late, but the early hole proved too much to overcome. On a brighter note, though, Keyshawn Hall was named third-team All-SEC. Congrats to him.
a strong foundation was laid for Coach Pearl and the Tigers this season, stepping into a new era with a primarily fresh roster.
The Tigers then headed up I-65 to my hometown of Nashville, Tennessee for the SEC tournament and got things started the right way, taking down Mississippi State 79-61.
Overton led the way with 22 points, knocking down 6 three-pointers while also locking in defensively.
Murphy was big on both ends as well, finishing with 15 points and 9 rebounds in a dominant performance.
After trailing early in the second half, Auburn caught fire, using a massive run to flip the game and take control.
The Tigers outscored Mississippi State 49-28 in the second half, showing their best defensive and offensive rhythm when it mattered most.
Pettiford and Hall also finished in double figures as Auburn put together a complete team win. But a quick turnaround meant a much tougher test for the Tigers as Auburn faced 5th-seeded Tennessee in the second round.
Pettiford led the way with 28 points, and Auburn held a double-digit lead early in the second half.
But a 20-0 run from Tennessee flipped the momentum as the Volunteers pulled away for a 72-62 win.
The Tigers struggled to find offense down the stretch, going several minutes without a field goal as Tennessee took control.
Still, a strong first half and a big performance from Pettiford kept Auburn competitive throughout.
Sadly, in the end, it was all Rocky Top.
But now it's time to talk about what's been on everyone's mind. Unfortunately, the Tigers won't be dancing this March, but their season isn't over yet.
Although they couldn't pop the bubble, Auburn earned the #1 seed in the NIT and is back in action tonight, tipping off at 9 p.m. against South Alabama in Neville Arena.
And we here in the studio are wishing the Tigers the best as they look to finish this one strong.
Coming up, we'll continue our Men's Minute, and Lucy Chapman joins us in the studio to weigh in. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Welcome back. Swinging things over to the course, Auburn men's golf continues to dominate, taking home the team title at the Hyatt Invitational in Florida.
And leading the way was no other than All-American Jackson Coyven, who clinched individual medalist honors with a birdie on his final hole.
Coyven finished the tournament at 11 under par, making this his third individual win in just 4 spring starts.
As a team, the Tigers shot 28 under, edging out Texas Tech and taking down multiple top 25 programs, including #1 Virginia.
Every player in the lineup finished under par, showing just how complete this performance was for Auburn.
The Tigers will look to keep that momentum rolling later this month at the Valspar Collegiate at the top of next week.
Now, Lucy, I hear you have only positive news from the Diamond.
Yes, Logan, the top 5 ranked Tigers are an absolute heater right now. The Ovens started against UAB with a 17-2 win last Tuesday evening at Plainsman Park. The offensive was able to score in each of these first 5 innings, adding 17 hits with a season-high 4 home runs and 4 doubles in the rout of our neighbor to the north, UAB. Eric Rivera led the high-octane offense, going a perfect 4-4 from the plate and hitting his 4th home run in the last 7 games. Eagle Eye Sam Houghton has the full story now.
Tonight, the 5th-ranked Auburn Tigers take on a high UAB. Will Auburn get the job done, or will UAB stay high? The Tigers wasted no time getting the offense going against UAB starter Brendan Connor. After Bristol Carter was walked and stole second, Chris Rembert hit a single to put runners on the corners, setting up Chase Fralick to drive in the first run of the game on a fielder's choice. Auburn continued to pile on from there. Eric Guevara brought home another run with an RBI single before a double from Brandon McCrane and a ground ball from Mason McCrane capped off a 4-run first inning. UAB answered with 2 runs in the top of the second inning after a leadoff walk and a hit by pitch helped set up the scoring opportunity from a fly ball and an error. But Auburn quickly regained control in the bottom half of the inning. Bristol Carter sparked the offense with a bunt single and a stolen base. With 1 out, Fralick crushed a 3-0 pitch over the right field wall for a 2-run home run. The Tigers kept the momentum rolling in the 3rd inning. After an Ethan Bingaman single, Bristol Carter laid down another beautiful bunt to put runners on the corners. Chris Rembert followed with a double to center field that scored both runners. Later in the inning, Guevara launched a 2-run home run over the right field wall. He finished the game 4 for 4. And what's better than 1 home run? 2. Bub Terrell blast one as the 2 go back-to-back to make the score 11-2. The Tigers broke the game wide open in the 5th inning. The Tigers scored 2, and then with the bases loaded, Lucas Steele delivered the biggest hit of the night, blasting a grand slam to right field for his first home run of the season. That swing pushed Auburn's lead to 17-2 and sealed the game early as Auburn run-ruled the Blazers in 7. Andreas Alvarez got the win on a nice night of pitching. In 5 innings, he only allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, no earned runs, and added 4 strikeouts. Auburn wins 17-2 and improves to 14-2 on the year. They begin SEC play Friday as they travel to Missouri. For Eagle Eye TV, I'm Seth Hall.
Auburn rode the momentum of their win against UAB on the road to open SEC play against Missouri this past weekend. The 5th-ranked Tigers took out the brooms and swept Missouri in their own jungle. The sweep extended Auburn's win streak to 10 games and marked the first road sweep to start SEC play since 2010. Currently, the Tigers are wrapping up their game in Plainsman Park, and the score is 9-2, with Auburn on top. If you're not already running to catch the end of that game, we're going to run it over to the desk for more on the track and field indoor championships.
Thanks, Lucy. Now lacing up the spikes, Auburn track and field made history at the NCAA Indoor Championships with 2 national champions and a top 5 team finish.
Jacoby Tharp dominated the 60-meter hurdles, breaking the collegiate record with a time of 7.32.
Making it back-to-back indoor national titles and adding to his growing legacy on the plains.
And Kayensola Ajayi matched a collegiate record of his own, winning the 60-meter dash with a time of 6.45. He was also named the SEC Male Runner of the Year.
As a team, the Auburn men finished tied for 4th in the nation, capping off a historic weekend.
On the women's side, Annalise Torian brought home a bronze medal in the 60-meter hurdles, and Megan Haig added a 4th-place finish in the shot put.
The Tigers look to ride these successes into the outdoor season, which starts at the Yellow Jacket Invitational in Atlanta on Friday, March 20th.
Let's pick up that ball and racket as we go right back to you, Lucy, to talk men's tennis.
Thanks, Logan. Number 18 Auburn pulled off a gritty comeback win against number 13 ranked Vanderbilt in dramatic fashion this past Friday, winning 5-2 at Brownlee O. Curry Jr. Tennis Center in Nashville. The Tigers rallied after Vanderbilt claimed the doubles point in 4 first sets in singles. The Tigers then scored 5 unanswered to take the victory. The Blades brothers were again razor sharp, winning key sets and sparking the momentum to serve Auburn the W. The Tigers failed to replicate their success earlier in the weekend as they fell on the road to Kentucky. Kentucky made a statement to open the match and clinch the crucial doubles point. From there, the Cats never looked back as they bested the Tigers 5-2. Auburn now stands at 14-3 this season and a 4-2 in conference play. Next up, Auburn will travel to Oklahoma to take on the Sooners in a high-intensity tennis bout. The doubles point will be crucial as both teams are battle-tested and talented in singles. While things are heating up for them, let's cool off with some swim and dive news. They showed real depth at the NCAA Zone B Championships, and it started on the boards. Juliet Landy and Ethan Swart led the way, both locking in NCAA qualification spots, while Chloe Brothers and Emily Halifax added key finishes on platform to punch their tickets. In the pool, Uroš Zvanovic and Mastin Balou continue to headline the breaststroke group heading into NCAAs. Auburn women's swim and dive heads into the NCAA championships with strong momentum led by the standout Elizave Teklivanocic, who has been one of the most consistent performers in the SEC and the 50 and 100 freestyle. In the backstroke group, Laura Komaratsky continues to provide reliability. Now it comes down to execution in Atlanta, turning those qualifying performances into points on the national stage. Lydia and Logan have some aquatic trivia for you.
Thanks, Lucy. Before the break, we want to just keep swimming with a swim and dive trivia question. How many male swimmers did Auburn qualify for the NCAA championships? Is it A2, B4, C6, or D8? We'll have the answer for you when we get back, along with the beginning of our Women's Watch. Stick around.
My parents weren't fluent in English, so in school, I had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Before the break, we asked you a swim and dive trivia question. As a refresher, how many male swimmers did Auburn qualify for the NCAA championships? Is it A, 2, B, 4, C, 6, or D, 8? The correct answer is D8. Congratulations, gentlemen, and good luck.
Riding things over to the stables, the #1 team in the nation is still looking the part as Auburn Equestrian closed out the regular season in dominant fashion.
The Tigers took down #5 Texas A&M 15-4 on Senior Day, winning all 4 events in a statement performance.
Auburn also swept the Most Outstanding Performer honors, showing just how complete this team is right now.
The win locks in the #1 seed in the SEC championship, which the Tigers will host right here on the Plains.
A perfect way to send off the seniors and build momentum heading into the postseason.
And if this performance is any indication, the Tigers are exactly where they want to be.
Now, Lucy, are you flipping out or what?
Thank you, Lydia. Auburn Gymnastics had the moment and the energy on senior night, but just could not quite finish it. Falling to #7 Missouri, 197.325 to 196.700. You had Sophia Groth step up with a career-high 9.95 on bars, one of the best routines in the entire meet, and Paige Zankin continued to be steady on vault with a 9.9. Just doing what she has done all season and delivering when it matters. Missouri did not dominate, they were just cleaner, and that is what makes this one frustrating because Auburn clearly has the talent to push into that 197 range. But for now, let's swing it over to a team that has been firing on all cylinders. Auburn women's tennis went on the road and got a massive one, taking down #4 LSU 4-2, and this felt like a statement from start to finish. DJ Bennett continues to be the anchor of this team, picking up another ranked singles win and improving her dual match record to one of the best in the SEC, while Ariana Arsenal delivered in a pressure spot at the top of the lineup, controlling her match and closing strong. Auburn also grabbed the doubles point, which has been huge for the team all season, and once they get that early lead, they are tough to beat. Now ranked #3, Auburn followed that up by handling #11 Tennessee at home 4-1. This one felt like control from the very beginning. Again, it started with doubles where Auburn set the tone early, and from there the Tigers just took over. DJ Bennett stayed dominant at the top spot, continuing her run as one of the most reliable players in the country. And Carol Lee added another straight set win, showing just how deep this lineup really is. Auburn did not give Tennessee any real openings in this match. They dictated pace, they won the big points, and they closed efficiently. Then Auburn came out against Kentucky and just handled business, sweeping 4-0 in a match that never really felt in doubt. This was one of those performances where everything looked clean, efficient, and controlled. Bennett and Arsenal both picked up quick singles wins, and Auburn did what top teams are supposed to do. They did not let a lower-ranked team opponent hang around. Now Auburn heads on the road to South Carolina, and this is where things get interesting because this team has already proven it can beat top 5 opponents and control matches against ranked teams. The next step is consistency. With Bennett leading the lineup and multiple players holding strong winning records in a singles play, Auburn has the depth to win anywhere, but road matches in the SEC always comes with pressure. If Auburn handles doubles and stays composed in those middle courts, they are in position to keep stacking wins, and at this point, it is not about proving they belong, it is about proving that they can sustain it. That's all I have for you. That's all I have for you for tennis, but I hear the desk has more women's golf.
Yes, we do, Lucy. Auburn women's golf is continuing to prove why they're one of the top teams in the country, as the 5th-ranked Tigers turned in a strong performance at the Old Barnwell Derby.
Auburn picked up back-to-back match play wins, taking down Alabama and number 16 Mississippi State.
And it wasn't easy. Both matches came down to the final holes, but the Tigers stepped up when it mattered most.
Multiple players delivered clutch performances, showing off the depth that has made this team so dangerous all season.
Auburn's strong play pushed them into the final round today, continuing their momentum against top competition number 11 Duke.
And the Tigers stay on top. Auburn took down the Blue Devils 3-2 to clinch the championship match.
This is the Lady Tigers' 5th team win of the season, tying the program record. Huge deserved results.
And with postseason play right around the corner, the Tigers are trending in the right direction just at the right time.
The ladies will compete in the Charles Schwab Women's Collegiate Invitational starting this Monday through Wednesday. Best of luck.
From the course to the court, Auburn women's basketball brought the same fight into the SEC tournament, pulling off a thrilling 50-49 win over Texas A&M to advance.
Cottie Lay was the difference, recording a double-double and hitting the game-winning layup with just over 5 seconds left.
Lay finished with 11 points and a career-high 15 rebounds, leading a gritty defensive performance from the Tigers.
Auburn controlled the boards and dominated inside, doing just enough offensively to edge out the Aggies in a back-and-forth battle.
And when it came down to the final possession, the Tigers got the stop they needed to secure the win.
The victory marked a historic moment for Auburn as the Tigers became the first 15 seed to win a game in the SEC tournament. But a quick turnaround meant a tough matchup in the next round as Auburn faced number 24 Ole Miss.
The Tigers struggled early, falling into a large halftime deficit that proved too much to overcome.
Auburn showed fight in the second half, outscoring the Rebels and cutting the lead down, but Ole Miss would hold on for the 73-57 win.
Lay continued her strong tournament, leading the Tigers with 17 points and 8 rebounds.
And despite the loss, Auburn's second half effort showed the grit and potential of this group.
The Tigers close out their tournament run, looking ahead to build on this season and what's next for Coach Vickers and his program.
Now throwing it back to Lucy one last time to wrap up this Women's Watch.
Thanks, Lydia. I have some softball updates. The Tigers are in action right now, but not on their home turn. Over at South Alabama, Auburn is currently winning 11-2. In other Auburn softball news, they went on the road and ran into one of the toughest teams in the country in number 6 Oklahoma in Game 1, a 13-5 loss. Analia Adams stayed hot at the plate with a home run, continuing to lead this lineup as one of Auburn's top 5 hitters, while the Tigers managed 5 runs against an elite pitching staff. Game 2 was where Auburn really competed, building an early lead and staying in it before falling 8-5, with Adams and the middle of the lineup continuing to produce, but Oklahoma pulled away late with a 5-run stretch. The finale got out of hand quickly in a 14-2 run rule loss, showing the margin against a top-tier offense that capitalizes on every mistake. Even in the sweep, Auburn proved it can generate offense against elite competition. Well, that's all I have, but over at the desk, they have some trivia for you.
Thanks, Lucy. Before the commercial, we have one last trivia question for you. This time from the pitch. How many more spring games does Auburn soccer have at home? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3? We will have the answer for you when we come back, along with, you guessed it, Trending Tigers. Stay with us.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Or that the projections would be flood next Thursday?
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
Welcome back. Before the break, Logan asked you a trivia question. To recap, how many more spring games does Auburn soccer have at home? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3? Sadly, the answer is C, just 2 more. So mark your calendars for April 2nd and 11th and show out.
While taking a look around campus is cool, it's also fun to look at the impact former Tigers have had on pro sports. First, let's talk about an incredible performance out of Miles Kelly, who helped his team, the Texas Legends, in an overtime victory over SLC. He dropped 45 points, including 7 3-pointers, making it a career-high game for him.
Those are some incredible numbers. Another former Tiger we need to talk about is Chaney Johnson. He had his NBA debut and scored his first points for the Brooklyn Nets. These former Tigers never cease to amaze me.
Now time for our favorite part of the show, Trending Tigers. Auburn Volleyball's associate head coach, Jack Burton, was named to the AVCA's 30 under 30 list. That's a great accomplishment for the program.
In other good news, Auburn is now ranked number 3 in ITA rankings. This is the program's highest ranking ever. Wow, tennis has really been killing it lately.
Finally, Caitlin Duhan with the women's basketball team ended the regular season as the only SEC player with over 100 steals. No, I'm not going to lie, that's about 100 more steals than I have currently. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Well, that's all we have in store for today. For more Sports Night in Auburn and Eagle Eye Sports, follow our Instagram and Twitter pages. Make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube and tune in every single week. Until next week, I'm Lydia Walborn.
For all of us here in the studio, Lucy and everyone behind the camera, our producers are Sophia Weber and Madison Seidel. I'm Logan Carr. This has been Sports Night in Auburn. Good night and War Eagle.
Awesome.